when Jesus asked his disciples, "Who do people say I am, the Son of Man is?" And a number of answers were given. Well, from that question by Jesus have come much more complicated questionnaires, polls, surveys of what people believe about Jesus Christ. And at a guess, an unscientific guess, I would say when people are asked, even believers, even Christians, who do you think Jesus Christ is? My unscientific answer is probably not many will say the eternal high priest, which is why today's feast was introduced quite recently, because I would guess our hold on Christ as the eternal high priest is somewhat shaky. Yet it meets very deep human yearnings across most cultures, most peoples that we have records of. There's been a yearning for being at peace with the gods, with God. Now, why should we human beings, sense such a gap between us and God? Well, it's a twofold gap, really. One is there's a gap between natures, and there's a gap in holiness. We are not God, we shall never be God. It's utterly different nature. He is all holy, we are all fallen, and add to it constantly. So the gap is there, and human beings have tried in different ways, preeminently in Israel, in a God-given way, to overcome that gap in nature between us and God, and in holiness between us and God. And somewhere there is located the priest, with rituals, with offerings, with sacrifices, with prayers. Human beings are sought to be linked, covenanted with God, to receive his blessings, his forgiveness. And we Christians believe and depend on it that Jesus Christ has completed and more all those basic human yearnings to overcome the gap between us and God. And the uniqueness and completeness of what Jesus Christ has achieved is shared by all Christians. Every Christian is in some way a priest, a common priesthood, which comes with baptism. And as a separate sacrament, some are called to the ministerial priesthood. But all share, each in her or his way, the one unique, complete priesthood which only belongs to Jesus Christ. And so the Bible tells us with confidence that he is the one mediator between God and humanity. Perhaps we can understand that as the one immediator between God and us. Because, of course, he has both natures, both as God and as human being. And he has the complete holiness of God and has achieved in a human way by his sacrifice, for he turns out to be the complete priest as well as for complete sacrifice, for one mediator between God and us.